Hey you, welcome back on the mat. My name is Tobi. I'm very happy to have you here. Today we have a flow which is focused a bit on shoulder strength, core strength, and we will definitely work out a bit. Just grab your mat, maybe some blocks if the ground is too far away at some postures, and let's meet on the mat. Let's go. Slowly come on to your mat. Bring your big toes together, open up your knees, sit down to your heels. Let your upper body sink down to the ground. Come into your variation of child's pose. If you like, put your head down, the arms to the front, or maybe beside the hips to the back. Take some time here. Take a moment to settle in, to arrive onto your mat, into your practice. Maybe leave the day behind that already happened to you, for you. And slowly focus onto your breath. Let it be deep. Let it be meaningful. Let it bring you here into the moment. Slowly walk back to your knees with your hands. Slightly lift up. Both hands are pressing into the ground, knees still wide. Inhale, the right arm is going up to the sky. Open up as far as you can. Maybe you pull the hand a bit behind you. And then exhale, your right arm is going under your left, the right shoulder is coming to the ground as far as you can. Inhale up again. Exhale down. Right arm under the left. Settle down. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Bring your right shoulder down to the ground. Bring your right side of the face to the ground. Let yourself lay here for a moment, maybe. Your left hand is going long to the front of the mat. Your upper body is doing a sandwich with your right shoulder and the mat. Then slowly come back up, both hands to the ground. Inhale, left arm is going up to the sky. Open up. Open up your spine. And exhale, your left arm's going under your left shoulder to the ground. Inhale, open up. Exhale, go down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And settle down. Bring your left shoulder, the left side of your face to the ground. Maybe the right arm is going straight in front of you. Take a moment here, the last passive, quiet moment before we move a bit, get a bit more dynamic, a bit more movement into the breath practice. Then slowly come up again. Crawl both hands to the front. Come into your four-legged stand here. Hands under your shoulders, hips over your knees. Push your feet down into the ground. Let your knees float slightly over the mat, just like 1 or 2 centimeters, maybe a bit more. Core is activated, shoulder blades pulling in different directions. And then settle your knees down to the ground again. Put the backs of your feet down to the ground. Inhale, gaze is going up. Come into your cow pose. Exhale, gaze is going down. Come into your cat pose around your spine. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Come to the middle. Float your knees again. Core activated. Shoulders pressing hard into the floor, or the hands are pressing hard into the floor. You're pushing yourself out of your shoulders. And then slowly walk your hands back in the direction of your knees. Your feet are coming to the ground. Come into a slight forward fold. Knees can be deeply bent. Maybe you put your upper body onto your upper legs. Settle in here for a moment. And slowly straighten your legs a bit more. Sink down a bit more to the front. Then slowly roll up into a stance. Inhale both arms to the sky. Exhale, sink down to the ground again. Both hands walk to the front. Short downward facing dog. And then the feet follow your hands. Walk to the front. Come into a seat at the front. And then sink your upper body down to the ground. Both legs up to the sky. Feet are flexed. Legs are as long as possible. Arms on your chest and the hands on your chest or arms over your head. Sink down the left leg very long, very straight. Don't touch the ground and bring it up again. Exhale, the right leg is going down. Bring it up again. Exhale, left is going down. Up, right down, right up, left down, left 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 up, right down, right up. Hold. Straight legs. And then sink your left leg down again. Let it float over the ground. Upper body is coming up. Form a yogi pistol with your hand. And then lift your upper body as high as you can. Sink it down. Come up and down. Come up and down. Up, down, up, down. Both legs to the sky. Arms over your head for a second. And then your right leg down. Let it float. Bring your upper body up. Your yogi pistols pointing to the front. Up and down. Up, down, up, down. Two more. Up, down, up, down. Legs to the sky. Pull them into your chest. Release some pressure, some stress here on your abdomen, your core body. Slowly straighten your legs to the front. C-curve your spine. Your lower back is pressing into the ground. You come into low boat pose. Hands pulling to the front. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. High boat pose. Cross your legs, roll to the front, put your hands down, step back in your downward facing dog and settle in here for a moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of your mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Press your hands into the ground. Gaze is going to the front, and then from here you dive down to the front and come into your chaturanga directly. So bend your arms, push yourself to the front. Chaturanga. Push yourself up, and then roll on the outer edge of your left foot. Come into your side plank, Vashisthasana. The right arm is pulling to the sky. Arrive here for a second. Core is activated, legs are activated, shoulder is working hard here. And then pull your right leg in, step to the front of the mat. Left knee is coming down to the ground. And here you can maybe use 1 or 2 blocks if you like. Come up, Anjaneyasana, both arms pulling to the sky. And if you like to bring your right hand onto a block, or maybe already the ground if it's not too far away, and then bend over the left side of your body. It's getting long, right hand on a block or on the ground. Slowly come back to the middle. Both hands to the ground. Straighten your right leg. Push yourself back. Extended pyramid pose. Right leg as long as you can. Toes on the ground or maybe up in the sky. Bend your right knee. Come slowly up. Long high lunge. Arms pulling to the sky. Then pull the hands to your heart. Step to the front into one-legged stand. The left leg is pulling up to your chest. Find your balance here. And then slowly open up your left hip. The right hand is pulling to the ground. You open up into the Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. If you need, grab a block and put it under your right hand. Left arm is opening up to the sky. Open up the left hip to the side. Bend your right leg. Put down your left foot, come up. Warrior 2. Yes, sir. Right knee deeply bent. Arms parallel to the ground. Bend your right leg more. Shift your weight to the front. Come back up. Ardha Chandrasana, hand on a block. On the ground or maybe floating in the air. We are reworking this. Keep your left leg as long and straight as you can, and then describe a big circle with your left leg and bring it slowly to the front. Try to keep your balance. Lift your upper body up. Left leg pulling to the front. Very strong. Pull your left leg in. Put it down to the ground. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale. Dive down to the ground. Halfway up. Long spine. Hands to the ground. Chaturanga. Step or jump back and go through your vinyasa. And we meet back in downward facing dog. Awesome. Back in down dog, we dive to the front again, directly in our chaturanga. Go deep down, hold for a second. Push up all the way. Come on to the other side. Side plank on your right hand, your right foot. Hip is pulling up to the sky. Core engaged, legs engaged. You push yourself out of your shoulder. And then pull your left knee in. Step to the front. Right leg to the ground. Inhale, both arms up. Anjaneyasana. Stay here if you want. Also do the side bend here. Left hand to the ground or onto your block. Your right side is getting long. You bend over to the left side. Slowly come back to the middle, both hands to the ground. Straighten your left leg. Extended pyramid pose. Left toes on the ground or pulling to your face and leaving the ground. Bring your left foot to the front, bend your knee, come up, high lunge. Pull both hands to your heart. Step to the front, one-legged stand. Right knee up to your chest as high as you can. Find your balance. And slowly open up your hip to the right side. Left hand is diving down to the ground. Right arm is pulling up to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana. Find your balance. And slowly bend your left knee. Step your right foot back. Come up. Warrior 2 also on this side. Very, very strong. Shift your weight to the front. Come back. Ardha Chandrasana. Hand on the ground, on a block or in the air. Same thing here. Right leg is staying straight and we're describing a big circle with the right leg to the front. The upper body is coming up. We keep our balance. Bring the right leg to the front. Keep it straight. Bring it up as high as you can and then pull the right leg in. Step your foot to the ground. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale. Dive down to your feet. Halfway up. Hands to the ground. Step or jump back and go through a vinyasa. And we meet back in our down dog. Slowly roll into a plank pose. Bring your knees to the ground. Hands are pushing firmly into the ground. Maybe you pull them a bit closer to your body. And then bend your arms. Bring the top of your head to the ground in front of you. Gaze is going down between your hands. Push the hand slowly to the ground and push yourself up for 1 rep. We have 4 more of those, so bring the head down and bring it up. Hand down, bend your arms, elbows close to the body. 2 more. Down and up. 1 more down and up. Float your knees again. Core activated. And then push yourself up into your upward facing dog. Dive directly to the front into your chaturanga. Push up into your plank. And slowly sink down to the ground. And put your belly to the ground. Straighten your left arm to the left side like a big T. Roll onto your left hip, the right foot, step in behind you. Come into a slight shoulder twist here. Take a moment. Catch your breath again. Settle in. And roll back to the middle. Both hands are pushing into the ground. Come back into your chaturanga. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself up into your plank. Push yourself back to your down dog. We have another round on the other side for this too. If you like, bring your knees to the ground again as in the round before. If you need something more, a bit more challenging, push your knees back up, stay in your down dog, maybe shorten your down dog a bit, and then bend your arms, bring the top of the head down to the ground in front of you, and push yourself up for 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, and 1 more. Up. Bring the knees down to the ground. If you had them in the air, both feet pushing into the ground, float your knees for a moment, core activated. And then push yourself back into your downward facing dog. Dive to the front into your chaturanga. Push yourself up into plank. Sink down to the ground very slowly and carefully. Put your upper body down. Straighten your right arm to the right side. And then roll onto the outer hip of your right side. Left foot stepping behind you. Stretch out your shoulder here. Slowly roll back to the middle. Both hands pushing into the ground, feet are pushing to the ground. Come up in to your chaturanga and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself up into your plank pose. Push yourself back in to your down dog. Awesome. And from here we have 1 more round of the flow before dive down into your chaturanga directly. Hold for a second. Push yourself up. Directly come into your side plank or maybe a floating wild thing. Float your right foot over the ground behind you. Everything is activated. And then pull your right knee in. Step to the front. Vinyasa, maybe straight, or maybe you choose the side bend with it. Come to the middle. Both hands to the ground, straighten your right leg, extended pyramid pose. Bend your right knee, high lunge. Both hands to your heart. Step to the front, left knee into your chest. Find balance. Open up your hip to the left side. Right hand pulling down. Left arms going up. Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your right knee. Step back. Warrior 2. Just for a brief moment. Weight is shifting to the front. Ardha Chandrasana again. Come up. Left leg is staying straight. And then describe a big circle to the front. Upper body's coming up. Come into a stance. Try to keep balance. Left leg very straight, very high. Pull your left knee in. Put your left foot down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, dive down. Straighten your back. And then put both hands down. Jump or step back to a Vinyasa. And we meet back in downward facing dog. Dive down to your chaturanga. Directly hold. Push up. Plank pose. Roll to the right side this time. Left arm up. Come into a side plank or floating wild thing. Left big toe floating over the ground behind you. And then pull your left knee into the chest. Step to the front of your mat. Right knee down. Inhale. Arms up. Vinyasa. Stay here or integrate the side bend. Both arms up. Hands to the ground. Straighten your left leg. Extended pyramid pose. Bend your left leg. Come up, high lunge. Pull both hands to your heart. Step to the front, right knee to the chest. Keep your balance. Find your balance, maybe if you lost it. And then open up your hip, dive down, Ardha Chandrasana. Last half moon of the practice. Bend your left knee, put your right leg down, come up, warrior 2. Shift your weight to the front again, Ardha Chandrasana, back to it. Last time. Right leg is staying straight and then big circle to the front, upper body's coming up. You keep your balance. Try to pull it up. Have it straight as possible. And then bend your right knee, pull the knee to the chest, step your foot down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive down to the ground. Halfway up, and then put your hands down, step or jump back, Vinyasa. And we meet in downward facing dog. Bring both knees to the ground. Maybe walk a bit further to the front. Both feet to the ground. Come into a seating posture on your knees. And we come to a circle camel. A very fun and nice variation of the camel. For this, put your left hand, your left fingers down behind you on the mat. Your right arm is getting some momentum, swinging over your face. Behind you, you're pushing up your hips and to the front. Open up your shoulders, your front side of the body. And then going back down into the seating posture. Changing sides, right fingertips down to the ground. Behind your left arm, circle above you. Pushing the hips to the front. Open up your shoulder area. And then back to the seat. Other side, inhale, open up. Exhale, going down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Sit down. And take a breather. Come onto your toes here. Bring both hands to the heels of your feet. Bring the shoulder blades together. Shoulders rolling on to your back. And then push your hips to the front. chest to the sky, gaze is going up or to the front for this full camel pose here. Pay attention to your hips. Your hip want to go to the front. Your chest want to go up to the sky. Release here. Come onto your toes. Bring the heels down. Come to a seat. Roll slowly onto your back. We come to one more heart opening pose. Choose the way you want to go. You can go into a bridge pose or in the full wheel. Choose your option. Your feet are coming close to your bum. The feet are pushing into the ground. Lift your hips up to the sky for the bridge pose. If you want to come into a wheel, put the hands down beside your ears. Fingers pointing to the front and push the arms into the ground. Your whole body is lifting up. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly sink down to the ground. Both feet as wide as your mat. Knees are coming to the middle. Close your eyes for a moment. Find your breath again. Be quiet, be passive for a moment. Take your time. Pull your knees in. Straighten your legs to the sky. Hands to the ground in front of you, and then bring the legs over your head. Maybe the feet are touching the ground behind you. Maybe they just float in the air. Decompress your lower back here. Give yourself some space. Maybe also bend your knees, bring your knees closer to your ears. Sink down deeper. And slowly roll your lower back to the ground. Both feet are sinking down to the ground. Arms long to both sides. Palms facing upwards if you like. And then settle in. Release everything you carry around with you. Could be tension in the body. Could be stress in your mind. Could be thoughts that are haunting you. Let them go. And release. Let go. Stay here for a bit longer if you enjoy the rest at the end of the practice. Maybe you add another video, another flow to it. Maybe you take a nap afterwards. I can totally understand that. I'm very happy that you practiced with me. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being on the mat with me. Peace out. Your Tobi.